Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. In the previous video we discussed about certain chemical and physical properties of carboxylic acids, where I said that carboxylic acids undergo three types of reactions. One in which the carboxylic OH group is involved, that is the breaking of carboxylic O and H bond. And the second type is because of the breaking of carbon and OH groups oxygen. And the third will be because of the involvement of complete COH group. In the previous video we just discussed about the involvement of oxygen and hydrogen bond cleavage. Now in this particular video we will be discussing about the chemical properties which involves cleavage of carbon and oxygen bonds. So in this particular video we will be discussing about the reactions of carboxylic acids which involve cleavage of carbonyl carbon and the hydroxyl oxygen. So that is the second set of reaction, that is reactions involving carbon oxygen bond cleavage. Reactions involving carbon oxygen bond cleavage. So this oxygen is being of the hydroxyl group, OH group. So there are four reactions which involves the carbon and hydroxyl oxygen bond cleavage. First one is the formation of anhydride. Second one is the formation of ester. Third one is this reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and thionyl chloride. And the fourth one is reaction of carboxylic acids with ammonia. Now first we will discuss about the reaction of carboxylic acid with, that is reaction of carboxylic acid for the formation of anhydrides. For the formation of anhydrides. So anhydrides are formed when two carboxylic acids of same alkyl group or two carboxylic acids of different alkyl or aryl group undergo dehydrolysis. That is, when you consider for a carboxylic acid, let us say RC double bond O, OH, and R prime C double bond O, OH. So this, any two carboxylic acids taken which may be of the same group or may be of the different group, under acidic conditions, what they do is they undergo dehydrolysis. Under acidic condition, they undergo dehydrolysis to form an anhydride compound by loss of water. So when two carboxylic acids are treated, what happens is one of the carboxylic acid will be involved in the cleavage of carbon and oxygen bond of OH group, and one of the carboxylic acid will be involved in the bond breakage of oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, if you take two carboxylic acids, one of the carboxylic acid will be involved in bond cleavage of oxygen and hydrogen bond, and in the other carboxylic acid there will be involvement of bond breakage between carbon and oxygen of the OH group. So what happens in this reaction is these two molecules combinedly loses a molecule of water, that is nothing but the dehydrolysis process, to form anhydrides R C double bond O, O C double bond O, R prime. So this is the reaction which takes place while we treat the two carboxylic acid under acidic condition, which loses a molecule of water. The compound which has this type of bonds are called anhydrides. As we have discussed earlier, C double bond O, O, C double bond O, R prime are called anhydride compounds. There are two types of anhydrides, simple anhydrides and mixed anhydrides. Simple anhydrides are those which are formed by two carboxylic acids of the same group. Two similar carboxylic acids, when they undergo dehydrolysis, they form simple anhydrides. If two different carboxylic acids undergo dehydrolysis under acidic condition, they form mixed anhydrides. Let us take examples for both. In the first place, let us treat ethanoic acid with one more molecule of ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. So this reaction is clearly an reversible reaction. What happens here is, due to the presence of H2O group and the acidic condition, the reaction may be clearly reversible. So what keeps it in the forward direction is the presence of H2SO4. If you treat H2SO4 in this particular reaction, the water molecule formed will get completely dehydrated because H2SO4 is a strong dehydrating agent. So if you are using H2SO4, then the reaction will always be moving in the forward direction. If you are using a very dilute concentration of H2SO4, then the reaction may set up backwards to form a reversible reaction. Okay. So in this type, what happens is when you treat H2SO4, it forms CH3, C double bond O, O, C double bond O, CH3. Okay. So this is called ethyl anhydride. It is also called as ethanoic anhydride. So this is called the ethyl anhydride, diethyl anhydride. So this is a simple example for simple anhydrides. Next, if you treat two different carboxylic acid, let us say C6H5 COOH with C2H5 COOH. So here the reaction takes place to form anhydrides, which is of an example for mixed compounds. C double bond O, O, C double bond O, C2H5. So this is an example for mixed anhydrides. So for the formation of anhydrides, when two similar carboxylic acids or different carboxylic acids undergo dehydrolysis under acidic condition, they will be forming anhydrides. Depending upon the carboxylic acid which are reacting, if both are same, then they form simple anhydrides. If both are different, then they will be forming mixed anhydrides. Okay, so this is the first reaction of carboxylic acid involving carbon and hydroxyl bond cleavage. So here there is one compound which is undergoing carbon and oxygen bond cleavage. The other compound will be considered for the cleavage of oxygen and hydrogen bond. So therefore you can also consider this reaction for the reactions involving oxygen and hydrogen bond cleavage also. Okay. Next is preparation of esters from carboxylic acids. So when you treat carboxylic acid with alcohol molecule, will form esters. They form esters under acidic conditions. So what happens here is, under presence of concentrated H2SO4, which is a strong dehydrating agent, alcohols react with carboxylic acid to liberate a molecule of water, that is nothing but dehydrolysis process, to form esters. So the reaction is RCOOH along with R prime OH in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 forms R C double bond O, O R prime along with the molecule of water. So this is the simple reaction. So now for the mechanism of this reaction, what happens is, the carboxylic group RCOOH, when it is treated with acid H plus ion, the lone pair of electrons present in the carbonyl oxygen attacks this particular proton to form OH plus, leading to the formation of RC double bond O H with a positive charge and a OH group present here. Next what happens is, the alcoholic OH group, which has a lone pair of electrons on oxygen, attacks the carbonyl carbon. It attacks the carbonyl carbon. Therefore, the double bond induces a negative charge on oxygen, which clearly neutralizes the positive charge which is already present, leading to the formation of RCOH, OH, OH. So in this particular compound, that is a compound formed over here, this is a trihydroxy alkyl group, where the carbon here is undergoing an sp3 hybridization forming a tetrahedral geometry. So what happens is, due to the presence of tetrahedral geometry, it may lose a molecule of water. Okay, it tries to lose a molecule of water, that is the one which is lately formed. So out of these four, this particular oxygen atom breaks the bond with carbon, inducing in a double bond, and the hydrogen present here will be lost. Wait a minute. So if this attacks over here, this hydrogen will be broken down. This will be R over here. Okay. So when this double bond attacks over here, in this particular position, the oxygen OH group attacks at this position. Therefore, in the same meantime, this H will be lost. Okay. So that leads to the formation of R, C, double bond O, OR. Okay. That leads to the formation of double bond R, CO. That is, if you consider this as a split manner, let us write it one more time. Observe carefully. This is R, C, OH, OH, OR. Now, due to the presence of two OH groups at the same position, they try to lose a molecule of water. So therefore, this OH group breaks the bond with this carbon. That is what we are wanting. We require a bond breakage between carbon and OH groups. So this bond breaks down, which results in a double bond on this particular oxygen atom. Okay. So therefore, that leads to the formation of R, C double bond O, H, OR. We have lost the OH minus, and this oxygen carries a positive charge. Next, it gets deprotonated. That means in the presence of a base like OH minus, it loses a molecule of H and forms R, C double bond O, OR prime. So this is the mechanism of ester preparation. So what happens here is, when you treat carboxylic acid with alcohol, we get ester. So the mechanism is, when you treat the carboxylic acid under the acidic condition, the carbonyl oxygen attacks a proton to form OH plus, which results in the attack of oxygen's lone pair of electron on the carbonyl carbon, leading to the bond breaking between carbon and oxygen in the double bond. Even though it is not completely broken down, in the next step what we observe is carbon will be in the tetrahedral geometry where it has a diols. So geminal diols are very much less stable. Therefore, one of the OH group breaks the bond with carbon atom, which was expected in case of this particular reaction. So on breaking down that bond, the oxygen will be carrying again a positive charge, which later loses a proton to form a carboxylic esters. Okay, so this is the process of preparation of carboxylic acid from esters. Next is reaction of carboxylic acids with non-metal chlorides like PCl5, PCl3 and thionyl chloride. So carboxylic acid reacts with PCl5, PCl3 and thionyl chloride same as when compared to the alcohol groups also. So in the third process, reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2. So the reaction is RCOOH. Carboxylic acid, when treated with one of these chloride agents, acyl chlorinated compounds, they clearly form acyl chlorides, but the byproducts which are formed are clearly different. So when you treat carboxylic acid with PCl5, as we have known, when alcohols are treated with PCl5, what they do is OH group will be replaced by the chloro group, which forms a phosphorus compound. So now what happens here is it forms R C double bond O Cl, R C double bond O Cl, along with the formation of POCl3 and HCl. So this is the reaction when carboxylic acid is treated with phosphorus pentachloride. Now, if you treat carboxylic acid with phosphorus trichloride, when you treat carboxylic acid with phosphorus trichloride, the reaction leads to the formation of RCOCl along with H3PO3. This leads to the formation of H3PO3. Okay, that is, if you treat carboxylic acid with PCl5, will form RCOCl with POCl3. If we treat carboxylic acid with PCl3, it forms RCOCl and H3PO3. Similarly, when you treat carboxylic acid RCOOH with SOCl2, SO2Cl2, that is the thionyl chloride, it forms RCOCl, RC double bond OCl, HCl, and liberation of SO2. So this is just this. So when you treat carboxylic acid with SOCl2, it undergoes reaction to form RCOCl, HCl, and the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. This is the simple reactions which is quite similar to the reaction of alcohols. So in this complete three reactions, what we observe is cleavage of carbon and hydroxyl OH group. So this bond breaks down in all these three cases to form acyl chlorides. Okay. Next is reaction with ammonia. So if you consider the three reactions which I have explained here, all these three reactions are nothing but the preparation of carboxylic acid derivatives. So you can easily remember those. We have four derivatives of carboxylic acid: anhydrides, acyl chlorides, esters, and amides. So now the fourth reaction, that is of carboxylic acid reacting with ammonia to form amides. Okay. Fourth reaction, reaction with ammonia. So when carboxylic acids are treated with ammonia, first they form an ammonium salt of carboxylic acid, which on later undergoes dehydrolysis to form amides. If a compound has multiple carboxylic acid present in it, then what happens is the amides formed may further undergo dehydrolysis or lose a molecule of ammonia to form imides. Okay, we'll discuss both those reactions. If there is just one carboxylic acid present, they will form amides. If there are multiple carboxylic acids present in a given particular substrate, what happens is both those two will lead to the formation of imide compounds. Now, for example, let us take directly an example: CH3, CH2, COOH. Okay, when you treat propanoic acid with ammonia, they first form a ammonium salt of propanoic acid, CH3, CH2, COO minus NH4 plus. They will be forming ammonium salt of carboxylic acid, which on dehydrolysis loses a molecule of water on heating, loses a molecule of water to form amides, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, NH2. So this will be the reaction. So when you treat carboxylic acid with ammonia, they undergo reaction to form an ammonium salt of carboxylic acid, which on heating loses a molecule of water to form amides. So this is a simple reaction. But if you come across certain compounds which have multiple carboxylic acid, like for example, if you consider 1,2-dibenzoic carboxylic acids, benzenes of 1,2-dicarboxylic acid, that is nothing but the phthalic acid, COOH. So this particular compound is called phthalic acid, or it is also called as 1,2 benzene dicarboxylic acid. So when you treat this particular dicarboxylic acid with ammonia, first it forms a ammonium salt similar to the propanoic acid. So COONH4 plus minus COO minus NH4 plus. Okay, so this is nothing but the ammonium salt, which loses some molecules of water, 2 molecules of water from each of them, and leads to the formation of C double bond O NH2, C double bond O, NH2. Okay. So now what happens over here is the lone pair of electrons present on the nitrogen, attacks the carbonyl carbon, which later induces a negative charge on oxygen, which on resonance back towards this double bond loses a molecule of NH2. And further, once the NH2 has been lost, they will form this type of a molecule, C double bond O, NH, C double bond O group. So this particular compound is called imide groups, where one of the hydrogen from this ammonia will be removed by this nitrogen. Okay, well, this nitrogen is going off the reaction. It takes away one of the proton present on the amide group of the nitrogen and the other nitrogen groups and forms an imide compound. This compound is called phthalimide. This compound is called phthalimide, whereas this compound is called phthalimide. So amide is nitrogen having an amide bond with two hydrogens. Imides are where the amides will be having two nitrogen attached to two CO groups. Okay, so this is imide group. This particular group is called the imide group. This is called the amide group. Okay, so this is phthalimide, this is phthalimide. Remember the name. This is phthalimide, this is phthalimide. So when you treat carboxylic acid with ammonia, they react with ammonia molecule to form a ammonium salt, which on heating loses a molecule of water to form phthalimide. If they have multiple carboxylic acid, they will be leading to the formation of phthalimide. So this is all about the 4 different reactions of carboxylic acid, which involves cleavage of carbon and hydroxyl oxygen bond. I hope you have understood these concepts. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends. Thank you for watching.